Greetings everyone, especially to our dearest instructor, Miss Almira Halwag. Today, I'll be discussing the assessment of effectiveness of a natural enemy. Assessing the effectiveness of natural enemies in augmentative biological control programs is essential for sustainable pest management, as it provides insights into their impact on pest populations and agricultural yields. So, comprehensive life table studies are a key tool in this assessment, allowing researchers to quantify the mortality rates caused by specific natural enemies and measure their contribution to pest suppression. And then, another assessment is understanding the expected yield gains attributable to these natural enemies helps evaluate their economic viability and effectiveness in reducing reliance on chemical pest management strategies. And so by integrating these methodologies, practitioners can make informed decisions about employing biological control, ultimately enhancing crop productivity while promoting ecological sustainability. Assessment of effectiveness in augmentative biological control programs is probably as important as releasing the natural enemies. So the tools in assessing effectiveness of natural enemies may include, first, the comprehensive life table studies, in which it showed the extent of indispensable mortality attributable to a specific natural enemy, and it can be used to measure the expected impact on the target pest. Like for example, in the study of the tomato moth, researchers collected detailed life table data for various natural enemies, including predators and parasitoids, and then they calculated the pest kill rate, which indicated that some species had a high capacity for pest reduction, making them viable candidates for biological control programs. Then second assessment is an understanding of expected yield gains attributable to natural enemies is also a useful measure that may be used in deciding whether to employ augmentative biological control. And this approach will allow the development of a meaningful measure of effectiveness, such to what extent a natural enemy reduces dependence on chemical or pest management options. Like for example, in cotton production, studies demonstrated that the introduction of natural enemies significantly reduced populations of the cotton bollworm. By comparing pest densities in treated versus untreated plots, researchers established that the presence of natural enemies lead to a higher yields, thus justifying their use in integrated pest management strategies. And that's how the two tools of assessment work. Engaging the environmental importance in assessing the effectiveness of natural enemies is crucial for sustainable pest management. So, natural enemies contribute significantly to its ecosystem balance by controlling pest populations, which helps reduce reliance on chemical pesticides that can harm non-target organisms and degrade environmental quality. So effective assessment methods such as life table studies and yield gain analysis allow for a better understanding of how these natural enemies operate within ecosystems, ensuring that their use does not disrupt ecological interactions. Moreover, incorporating assessments of natural enemies into pest management strategies can enhance biodiversity, promote soil health, and support overall ecosystem resilience, ultimately leading to more sustainable agricultural practices that align with environmental conservation goals. To conclude that the assessment of the effectiveness of natural enemies in augmentative biological control program is critical for optimizing pest management strategies and ensuring environmental sustainability. Utilizing tools such as comprehensive life table studies and yield gain analysis allows researchers to quantify the impacts of natural enemies on pest populations and agricultural productivity. So these assessments not only inform the selection of effective biological control agents, but also highlight their role in reducing reliance on chemical pesticides, thereby promoting healthier ecosystems. Ultimately, a thorough evaluation of natural enemies contributes to more sustainable agricultural practices that align with ecological conservation goals. In addition, we all know that this assessment will help a lot or benefits to farmers, in which it enables farmers to optimize pest management strategies by understanding how natural enemies impact pest populations, leading to reduced crop damage and improved yields. For instance, studies show that effective predator augmentation can enhance pest suppression and increase crop biomass, particularly in complex landscapes. By evaluating expected yield gains from natural enemies, farmers can inform decisions that minimize reliance on chemical pesticides, promoting sustainable practices that protect both their crops and the environment. That's all for today. Thank you for watching and listening. I hope you learned something. I know it will be helpful for future references.